So, morning everyone, and welcome to yet another Speaker X session. So, Speaker X sessions are nothing but I interview one of our own participant, one of our own community member who has implemented the teachings of, our curriculum and have achieved absolutely, massive, unimaginable kind of results. So, today's Speaker X is someone who is from a small district place in Maharashtra, someone who, when first came in contact with me, I still remember him as a very shy introvert kind of person who always used to speak less, but then his action spoke louder than his voice. And someone who has implemented every single teaching very sincerely, and who has achieved massive results in the practice. So, guys, I would take this opportunity to introduce you our Speaker X for today, Dr. Sandeep Sontakke from Latur. So, Dr. Sandeep, just unmute yourself, put your video on. Everybody, just give a big warm welcome to Dr. Sandeep. And yes, he is here. So, good morning, Dr. Sandeep. Your first thoughts.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir. So first of all, thank you for giving the opportunity and invitation to be here on the hot seat. And thank you, sir, for creating such a wonderful platform for all action takers. And thank you for on behalf of all the community members as well, and creating such a wonderful like-minded group so that we be in the right environment and be motivated all the time and be in the action mode. Uh, Before moving ahead, sir, I had one quote, sir, which I want to say here, which relates with your teaching and all the life lessons what we get. And that quote is by Dale Carnegie, sir. And
Uh, Dr. Sandeep, actually, your voice is not clear. Can you just, maybe remove that? And so it's
okay,
like
sir,
it's
yes.
breaking, actually.
Yes.
I think it's better now.
Is it okay, sir?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. And the quote which I want to say, sir, which relate with your all life lessons. Live your life today so that no one live life today. And if you live life today, which you will live your life for your entire life, which will make you a different person.
Okay, wonderful. So just introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Myself, Dr. Yes, sir. Myself, Dr. Sandeep Sontakke, practicing in at small town Udgir and Sirkot from Latur, Maharashtra. Practice since 10 years. I have joined this community in 2020, and then before that, I I was actually stuck somewhere, and then once I joined this community, everything started changing. Sir. So thank you, sir, for giving us the opportunity to be part of this wonderful community and all the teachings what you taught us.
Okay, so you are from Udgir, which is a taluka place, in Latur district. So how much is the population of your town?
Yeah, here the population is around, sir, 1.5 to 2 lakh around maybe.
Okay, so 1.5 to 2 lakh. And since how many years you are practicing there?
Yes, sir, almost around 8, 10 years, sir. 10 years, sir.
Okay, around 10 years. And how many dentists are there in Udgir?
We have here, sir, almost around 40 to 50 dentists we are here in Ujjain.
Okay, so there are around,
And
yeah, go ahead.
I, and I have one, we have other clinic also. We have some different experience at that clinic also. Before joining and after joining at Zerkut. That is also a small town center. And there is the population of hardly around 40 to 50,000. And there also we did much better.
Okay, so Udgir, a taluka place in Latur district with around 1.5 lakh population, and around 40-50 dentists are there, right? And you also have another clinic in a small village of around like 40-50,000 population. And good. So how normally is a small town or small city kind of small town practice in India. So what type of patients you used to have, or like what is your experience before joining this community, practicing in a small town, and what kind of mindset you had, what kind of mindset normally a dentist has in the small town, and what kind of patient experience you get. So lengthy question, maybe multiple questions. You can just answer one by one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Practicing in small town, itself it was a big challenge, sir, in initial days. And as we are doing practice in a small town, I faced lot of challenges, sir. There's just a routine practice, basic dentistry. Patients only coming for extraction, not ready for willing to do procedures, root canals, and if they ready, they hardly do metal caps and PF2, PFM counts. So that kind of practice which I was doing, sir, and that kind of feeling I was having that in small town, छोटे बोलते हैं ना, छोटे गांव में छोटे पेशेंट, बड़े शहर में बड़े पेशेंट. So that kind of feeling I was having before that, before joining this community, and it was going that way only. Later, many things changed.
Okay, so nice thing, Dr. Sandeep said that small town people or small town dentists get only small patients because the big patients always lie in the big cities. Okay, so as you all know, guys, once after joining this community, it's nothing like that. You have every kind of patient in every town and city in our country. Okay, so it's not just that the big ticket size patient lies in the big cities. It's all about whether patients, whether you add enough value to those patients in the small town, because even the small towns people spend a lot. Okay, in fact, many times small town people have more percentage of disposable income with them as compared to the big city patients. But then when you practice in a small town, normally, as I asked another extended question to Dr. Sandeep, is what kind of mindset average dental practitioner has in the small town when you people meet each other? What are the things you normally used to discuss, and what is the way of looking at dentist in the small town? So Dr. Sandeep, I think your video has got frozen. You just need to probably work on your you know um, network. Yeah, now it is better. No, I think you have moved out of, yes, now you are back again. Okay, you were out of the meeting for some time. So, okay, so are you there? We can see you. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
okay, fine. So I asked you a question, like, when small town dentists meet, like you meet each other in different IDA programs or maybe CD programs or some event. So what kind of discussion you have about the practice with each other, and what type of mindset the small town dentists carry normally?
Yes, sir. If I talk about small town practice, it's whenever we go to any IDA event or any IDA conference, no one talking about that about further advanced procedures, because everyone is in the mindset that at that place what could happen more better than that what he is doing routine dentistry. So no one used to talk about the advanced dentistry, and myself was having associated with such a colleagues, such a friends wherever I meet, and everyone was in the same mindset, and that's where we lack, sir. We should be actually in the right group, right environment where everyone talks about growth, everyone talks something different than what it is there. So we then go into the action zone, we take actions, and that's how complete game changes. So that's what we experienced here in our community, and from your teachings and all those live sessions what we attend whenever we are here in live sessions.
Okay, wonderful. So a very powerful point which Dr. Sandeep shared, and that's like in the small town, like whenever people meet and they're like, yaar isse aur acha kya ho sakta hai dentistry mein, you land up doing that basic dentistry and you are actually convinced that you're not going to get those high ticket patients, or advanced dentistry patients are meant for the big cities and big practices only, and so on and so on. And, so whatever type of practice you have, you accept it as your destiny. People accept it as the only way of doing dentistry, only way of being a dentist, and only way of being, or spending the life in the small town. But the reality is completely different, because, as Dr. Sandeep very nicely said, that it all depends on your surrounding, your environment. I always say this, your environment is always more powerful than your willpower. Okay. So it is extremely important that you should be in the right environment where people around you are talking about growth. People around you are talking about going to the next level. People around you are talking about, expanding your mindset, expanding your practice, expanding your balance sheet, expanding your client patient base, and, just doing something more, something better. And I'm sure those of you who are part of our community, you will agree. If yes, type agree in the chat. That there cannot be a better environment as a practicing dentist for you than being part of this community. Okay. No matter in which part of the country, in which part of the world you are. And those of you who are watching this, and if you are not, member of this community, let me tell you guys, you are missing something really powerful. See, we all have knowledge. We all are dentists. We learn that. So we all have that, that wish to do it better. Okay. To do something more, to do something better. But the point is, when you talk to people around you, and if they start talking negative, it just drains your energy. It sucks your motivation away from, doing something big and something better. And you just need good people around you. And when I say good, means the people who are having the growth mindset, people who really want to do something more, one step at a time, in order to build your millionaire practice. So, as I always say, building a millionaire dental practice is not a 1 minute to 1 day, 1 month job. But yes, it's possible. And hundreds of you have already done it. There's no reason why, anyone who is new to this particular community cannot do it. Okay. So being in the right environment is more important. And that's why I keep on encouraging you people all the time to attend our sessions live, simply because, it brings you to the right environment of growth. Wonderful. So, Sandeep, how did you become part of this wonderful community, and how did you start this journey?
Yes, sir. So first, in 2020, I saw your ad on Facebook. Before that, I was part of LifeExcel as well in 2020. And then during that period, I saw on Facebook ad. And then there, I got this wonderful online gift, not from the Amazon or from Flipkart, but from Facebook, that which actually help us to take our practices to the new level. And at that time, I initially become part of silver member, then gold member, and then started taking action, and then later on become diamond member. So this is the journey, sir, I started, and it's a completely different experience, sir. Thank you for all those teachings.
Okay, wonderful. So during those COVID times when we all were actually glued to the screen, and one of the very good thing actually happened was, creating this online community. Honestly speaking, I always had this in my mind since, quite a few years before the COVID times. But, you are so busy all the time that you don't get any time for all this. But it was the COVID time when I also got some time, and, worked on creating this wonderful, online community. And today we are like literally having like more than 3,500 members, around 3,500 members from 18 countries in this wonderful community, who are, getting benefited from the entire curriculum. So how did you start implementing the things, and how you are getting benefited from it?
Yes, sir. So if I talk about before my practice, 7-8 years back, it was a routine kind of dentistry, which I used to do only basic procedures, root canals, extractions, and these things. And as I earlier said, that is never had a thought of getting those high ticket patients, and never try to do something different. Means never think out of the box and never moved out of my comfort zone. Having that single staff, single chair, and doing practice there only. And my monthly collection was not growing beyond that. It's stagnant for almost 2 years, sir. It means stuck, just like stuck in the middle of the sea and don't know where to go, how to go, and how to come. So then slowly, when at that time we did marketing as well also, sir. There was staff issue. Then hardly we do take camps, sir. But at the end, we know that camps are only for awareness. We never get leads from the camps. Then slowly, after 2020, when I become part of Life Excel, at that time I joined MDF as well, and then become silver member and gold member. Then what I did, sir, after becoming silver and gold member, I made one diary and started writing those points from each and every video, day 1, day 2, day 3, and then even gold membership also, all the video points I noted, and then started. And initially I was confused, there's so much content, and how can I take so many action steps? That was kind of feelings. Then slowly started taking one by one action. As you say, that no matter what, you should be in the action, taking actions. So I started taking small actions, and then after few months, I jumped into diamond membership, and that's where complete scenario changed, because there is the only place where we have one-to-one interaction. We are there in the hot seat, and we could connect more, and there is complete different change what I see there. And then we shifted from that our 200 square feet clinic single chair practice to 500 square feet clinic double chair practice, having the staff of initially one staff, then we have build a team of 3 staffs, and then work so many things on our clinic interior, our clinic ambience, staff meetings, so many things we worked. And then that's how within a couple of years, 2-3 years, we started getting results, which were previously we were difficult to hardly make a collection of a month, a lakh in a month. Then we now we rarely there is a month we then get single patient of 1 lakh, sir. So that's how the journey changed, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Now this is powerful. So the best part of what I found is when you become part of the even at level 1 course, so you find there is so much of content, there is so much to learn, and everything is new because management is never taught to us. Okay, how many of you felt really overwhelmed or like too much on the plate? Type me in the chat when you joined this community, and like there is so much, I don't know where to start, how to implement, and so on. And this is perfectly fine, because unfortunately, nobody teach us all these things in our dental college. Okay, and let me tell you, if you are in a mess, that's a good thing, because it's only from the confusion emerges the clarity. Always remember. Okay, so if there is no confusion, there is no question of clarity. So life is all about the journey from confusion to clarity. So is your practice growth. Okay, so when you are new in this community, there is so much you have to learn. But as Dr. Sandeep very nicely said, that he made a diary and noted down all the points where the action steps are required. Ki mujhe ye bhi karna hai, ye karna hai, ye karna hai, kind of. And then one step at a time. Okay, I always say the only way to eat an elephant is 1 bite at a time. Okay, so 1 step at a time, 1 bite at a time, and you keep on growing further and further and further. Okay, so write down everything. So no matter at whichever level you are in this community, whatever you want to implement, whenever, and I say this strongly for all our live sessions also, write down every single thing you think you need to implement, and then just make a list as per the priority, which is something that is like easy to do and at the same time must to implement. So whether you are at silver level, gold level, or diamond level, write down everything you need to implement and take the action step as per the priority. Very simple. Okay. And as Sandeep said, that once you become the diamond member, the real game changes. And simply because that's where you get the one-to-one opportunity, one-to-one interaction, and it just connect those missing dots and take it to the next level. Okay, wonderful. So moving from 1 chair to 2 chair practice, moving from 200 square feet to 500 square feet clinic, 1, 2, 3, 4 staff now. So how much practice growth you have seen in terms of percentage, actually? Okay, I don't want your numbers actually, but how much practice growth now you have seen in the last 3, 4 years in terms of percentage?
So if I say before COVID, before COVID, and if I look at now at my practice, it's almost 3x practice growth, sir.
Oh, wonderful. So 3 times practice growth in, in a small town with a small clinic, and it's powerful, isn't it? So a big congratulations on your, practice, 3x practice growth in 4 years. So everybody just give congratulations to, Dr. Sandeep, give MPTY, more power to you. Because I'm sure no matter where you are practicing and what is the size of your practice, 3x practice everyone would like to have, isn't it? So no matter where my practice is today, even if my practice grow 3x from here, I'll be super happy. Okay. So wonderful. So 3x practice growth, and that's something which is really powerful. Okay. And so Sandeep, as you saw this practice growth, I just want to ask a very interesting question to you here. So when your practice grows, when your clinic expands, when your number of patients, all of a sudden your patient flow go up, you have more staff to manage now. Okay, you have more bigger team size. So what kind of challenges you face and how you overcame it?
Yes, sir.
Because success also possesses different sort of challenges. Okay. So what kind of problems you faced or challenges you faced as you managed more patients, bigger clinic, more, staff?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was a complete different experience. Initially, managing with a few patients and doing those routine dentistry, it was quite easy. But later, it was difficult initially. But as I told you that we have a team, so each and every member of our team were delegated. The receptionist is there, then our associate, associate is there, and each one is working very well. And we started taking staff meetings, sir. Actually, that is very much important, sir, because at the end of month, initially we were taking for monthly meeting. Now we started taking on every 15 days. So at the end, what we realized, sir, we discuss about what goes wrong, what went right, and then we work on it. We do SWOT, and then we work on it, and we try to recover whatever something happened not right, and we recover it. So this way we started. And then I want to share some few experience that how patients are accepting our treatment and how our practice become more frictionless. So the things, the first thing what we realized, sir, as we changed our setup, and everyone in the surrounding that which previously we were saying that in small town this couldn't happen, and then after a few months these people also started coming to our clinic, and then they also ready to take our treatment. That is perception completely changed, sir. The first thing, sir. The second thing, sir, you as always say, we should work on patient experience, creating patient experience, that wow experience. So at the small town, sir, now we are the only clinic that we do many things for patients, sir. In our clinic, not a single doctor. Even there are almost around 20-30 doctors, GPs are there, few dentists are there. Even at an Udgir also I can see. So no one, do so much for patient. It means that giving that mineral water bottle or offering those cold drinks or cup of tea or coffee, and having that good ambience, that instrumental music. These so many things, and patients are like just they are so in don't understand, so how these things can happen here, right? And we say no, it's not, it's for you. And you said one time that what should we answer such a patients? Then we answered similar way, that's your happiness is our happiness, and that's how things work, sir. So, and one more line I remember again and again, sir. Patient don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So that's how we are starting creating a wow experience. And every time patients comes in, it we never saw many, previously we were patient were hesitating. Now we can see complete patient accepting our treatment, never no any kind of hesitation. Even if patient is small or even big ticket, they are happily accepting our treatment, sir. And that's itself makes us have that great feeling. And whatever all those teachings we are implementing, sir, that's because of you and all this wonderful community. So thank you, sir, for all these things.
Oh, superb. So two very powerful things that you shared. One is the importance of the staff meeting. And guys, those of you who do not take staff meetings, let me tell you, staff meeting becomes the game changer of your practice. Okay. Make sure that you keep on taking the staff meeting daily, weekly, bi-weekly, like, whenever possible, and whatever, it's like more the merrier kind of thing. Okay, so staff meeting actually makes everybody accountable, makes everybody responsible, makes everybody answerable. Okay, and your journey goes to the next level. And second thing is all about creating the patient experience, because dentistry is a very tough field for the patients also to come into a dentist to get the treatment done. There are so many misconceptions, there are so many assumptions, there are so many superstitions about dentistry. And unless you create that wonderful, friendly environment for them, unless you give that wonderful experience where they will be happy at the end of dental treatment rather than otherwise, and it just takes your journey to the next level. Wonderful. Because as Sandeep just mentioned, that people just don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So it's very important. And Sandeep, so top, apart from the staff meeting and patient experience, uh, a couple of more things that you think you learned from this curriculum and you implemented and got absolute mind-blowing results. So.
Yes, sir. Number one, first thing, sir, you should always work on your mindset. In life, many times, we get few opportunities, we get chance, and we are in a mess, sir. We should think something different, and we should go beyond our comfort zone, and we should think out of the box. And that should be the thing we should follow, sir. And I will work on your mindset, what the rituals, what we get from this lifestyle, as well as this Indian community, that is mind blowing. Previously we never know about these all these rituals, sir. So that is the first thing, sir. And means doing affirmations, writing goals, all these things. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible, but your video has frozen actually. You can continue.
Yeah. The first thing, this one, sir. And then the second thing, sir, marketing is also playing a vital role, sir.
Okay. So as Sandeep was mentioning, two important things apart from the staff meeting and patient experience. One is constantly working on your mindset. Okay. And second is marketing is important because, okay, unless people know the good thing, the good work that you're doing, it's not going to take you to the next level. Okay. So, Dr. Sandeep.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, you're there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, if you can put your video on. Okay, I've just asked you to put your video on. So, so wonderful. So guys, keep on working on creating that patient experience. Keep on constantly working on taking your mindset to the next level. Okay. And keep on doing marketing, because marketing is something which is very, very important. So because there is some network issue as Sandeep's end, so I'm just making him the attendee again. And okay, we'll continue with our session. So Sandeep, congratulations to you, and absolute powerful share, golden nuggets to everybody. So how many of you thought it was useful? Type useful in the chat box. And this is how we end this speaker X session.